Have you ever been caught off guard by someone's sharp words and felt that burning temptation to fight back? Maybe it was a stranger, a co-worker, or even someone you cared about. Their rudeness came at you like a blade, and for a moment you wanted to strike back, to defend yourself, to win. But deep inside you knew, if you let their bad energy pull you in, you lose something even greater. Your power. Today, you and I are going to walk a different path. A path forged by the ancient Stoics, the warriors of inner strength. A path that will show you how to defeat rudeness without ever lowering yourself into an argument, without losing your peace, without losing your power, because real strength isn't found in shouting matches, it's found in the quiet, unbreakable discipline of a man who refuses to be moved by smallness. Marcus Aurelius once said, "The best revenge is to be unlike him who performed the injury." In this video, I'm going to show you how to outsmart rudeness with wisdom, not rage. How to stand so tall, so unmoved, that their disrespect collapses under its own weakness. You'll learn why arguing with rude people is a trap, and what Stoic masters did instead. How to respond with strength that commands respect without saying much at all. How to protect your peace like a king guards his throne. And how to turn every rude encounter into fuel for even greater self-mastery. This is not just about handling disrespect. This is about becoming the kind of man who rises so high. Small-minded people can't even reach you. So if you're ready to master yourself, protect your dignity and move through this world with unshakable confidence, stay with me. Make sure you like this video, share it with a man who needs this wisdom, subscribe for more powerful encouragement, and drop a comment below to let us know. Have you ever defeated disrespect by staying calm instead of arguing? Alright, now let's dive deep. Chapter 1. Why arguing with rude people is a trap, and what Stoics did instead. When someone comes at you with rudeness, your first instinct might be to meet fire with fire, to correct them, to prove yourself, to make them feel the same sting they gave you. But the ancient Stoics saw something most people miss. Arguing with rude people doesn't restore your dignity, it sacrifices it. It drags you into their world. It forces you to dance to their rhythm, to live by their weakness, to fight battles that are beneath your true strength. It gives them exactly what they wanted all along, your emotional energy. Epictetus once said, "If someone succeeds in provoking you, realize that your mind is complicit in the provocation." Understand this. A rude person's real weapon is not their words. Their real weapon is your reaction. When you take the bait, when you get flustered or heated, you hand over control of your mind. You lose the most powerful thing you possess, your ability to choose your response. The Stoics taught that a wise man doesn't respond to insults by lashing out. He responds by refusing to be touched by them. Think about it. If someone shouted insults at a mountain, the mountain wouldn't roar back. It would stand there, unmoved, untouched, majestic. That is what true strength looks like. Not reacting out of emotion, but standing above the attack with quiet, immovable dignity. The next time someone is rude to you, remember, they're trying to invite you to a petty battle. And the greatest insult you can give them is to decline the invitation. You don't owe them your energy. You don't owe them your explanation. You don't owe them your anger. You owe yourself your peace. You owe yourself your dignity. You owe yourself your mission. In fact, often when people are rude, it's not really about you at all. It's about their own inner weakness, their own frustration, their own inability to control themselves. Their disrespect is a mirror reflecting their own emptiness. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "The soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts." If you allow yourself to be pulled into their negativity, your soul will be stained by it. But if you remain calm, if you stay focused on your higher values, you stay pure. You stay powerful. You have to remember what you are standing for. You are not here to win meaningless arguments. You are here to build a great life. You are here to move forward with strength, wisdom, and vision. There is a powerful principle every man must understand. Never wrestle with pigs. You both get dirty, and the pig likes it. When you argue with rude people, you enter their mud pit. When you remain silent or respond with calm confidence, you stay in the palace where you belong. That doesn't mean you let people walk all over you. It means you choose the right battles. You respond from strength, not from wounded pride. Sometimes a firm, silent look is enough to set a boundary. Sometimes a calm, strong word, spoken once, ends the disrespect. And sometimes walking away with your dignity intact is the most powerful move you can make. It is not the man who has too little, but the man who craves more who is poor. The man who craves to be right in every situation is poor in spirit, but the man who is rich in self-control cannot be provoked by rudeness. Real men don't need to win every encounter. Real men are so focused on building their lives, they don't have time to trade insults with people going nowhere. Every time someone tries to drag you into disrespect, you are being given a choice. Stay calm or lose yourself. Choose dignity or choose to wrestle in the mud. When you make the Stoic choice, the higher choice, you don't just defeat the rude person. When you face rudeness, you don't have to explain yourself. You don't have to argue, defend, or even justify your presence. Your strength can be shown without saying much at all. You defeat the part of yourself that would have wasted energy on them. And that victory is far greater than any argument you could ever win. Drop a comment below. I choose dignity over arguments. Chapter 2. How to respond with strength without saying much at all. The Stoics mastered the art of powerful silence. They knew that true power is calm, and that sometimes the most crushing response to disrespect is the refusal to even engage. Marcus Aurelius once said, "Waste no more time arguing what a good man should be. Be one." When you become a man who lives by higher principles, you don't need to convince anyone of your worth, your life, your posture, your spirit, your presence. All of it speaks louder than words. So how exactly can you respond with strength without being dragged into unnecessary conflict? It starts with something simple, but hard. Control your face, control your body, control your breath. When someone throws rudeness at you, they're looking for a reaction. They want to see you flinch, grimace, get upset, lash back. It gives them a cheap, fleeting sense of power. Don't give them the show they want. Instead, keep your face neutral, calm, firm, but not angry. Keep your body relaxed, standing tall, rooted, unmoved. Keep your breathing slow, in full control of yourself. Your body language will say everything you need it to say. It will say, "I am unshaken. I will not lower myself to your level. I value my peace more than I value proving anything to you." This is the ultimate move of a man who has mastered himself. If you must speak, and sometimes you must, keep your words few and your tone calm. Speak like a king. Short, director, respectful to yourself even if they are not respectful to you. A powerful way to disarm rudeness is to respond with something completely unexpected. A calm question. Is there something you needed? A neutral statement. All right. Or noted. Or sometimes just a nod, and moving on without engaging further. By not feeding the rudeness, you starve it. By not defending yourself, you show that you are already secure. By not arguing, you make their attack look childish and pointless. This is not weakness, this is supreme strength. In fact, the weaker man is the one who must argue. The stronger man remains in control, and shows it by refusing to be pulled into the mud. Seneca wrote, "It is not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste a lot of it." Arguing with rude people is a waste of your precious life force. It drains you emotionally. It distracts you from your mission. It stains your mind with thoughts that are beneath you. Every time you face rudeness, you are standing at a fork in the road. One path leads to reaction, to wasted energy, to regret. The other path leads to mastery, peace, and growth. The choice is always yours. Imagine a lion walking through a noisy market, people shouting, mocking, throwing insults. Does the lion stop to argue with every small dog barking at his feet? No, the lion walks. Calm, powerful, undistracted. Be that lion. The world will always have noise. Small minds will always try to provoke bigger spirits. But the man who knows who he is doesn't need to answer every bark. He saves his energy for things that matter. His vision, his mission, his family, his legacy. The man who answers every insult is like a king who steps off his throne to argue with a peasant. Dignity is not just a feeling. Dignity is a decision. And sometimes the strongest thing you can do is say nothing. Sometimes the most powerful way to defeat rudeness is to rise so far above it, it becomes invisible to you. In the end, rude people crave attention. Don't give it to them. Give your attention to your goals. Give your energy to your dreams. Give your focus to the great man you are becoming. And when you walk through this life with that kind of focus, no rude comment, no petty insult, no small-minded attack can touch you. You become untouchable. Drop a comment below. I will stay calm and keep my dignity. Chapter 3. How to protect your peace. Like a king guards his throne. Your peace is your throne. Your mind is your kingdom. And every time you let rudeness pull you into an argument, you step down from your throne and hand your crown to a fool. The Stoics understood this better than anyone. Protecting your peace is not selfish. It is essential, because without peace, you cannot think clearly. Without peace, you cannot build. Without peace, you cannot lead. Marcus Aurelius, emperor of Rome and master of inner power, wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." You are not responsible for the rudeness that others throw at you, but you are absolutely responsible for what you allow to live in your mind. Protecting your peace means guarding what enters your spirit. It means refusing to let insults stick, arguments distract, pettiness lower your standards. It means living by a higher law, a law that says, my energy is sacred, my focus is valuable, my mission is above all noise. How does a king guard his throne? He doesn't waste time arguing with every critic at the gates. He posts guards, he sets boundaries, he focuses on governing his realm with wisdom, strength, and vision. You must do the same with your life. When someone disrespects you, you don't have to accept their invitation to chaos. You don't have to make space for their negativity in your heart. You can acknowledge it and then move on, untouched. You can hear the insult and treat it like trash blowing in the wind, irrelevant, beneath you. You can face the disrespect and still keep your eyes on your vision, your future, your destiny. It is not the man who reviles or strikes you who insults you, but your opinion that these things are insulting. In other words, you control whether an insult lands or not. You are the gatekeeper of your peace. You have the keys to your kingdom. No one can steal your dignity unless you hand it to them. And here's the truth. Not everyone deserves access to your mind. Not every voice deserves your attention. Not every attack deserves your energy. A king doesn't throw open the palace doors to every random passerby. He lets in only those who have earned trust and respect. You must treat your energy the same way. You must be selective about who you let disturb your spirit, what you let occupy your thoughts, where you spend your emotional energy. When you feel rudeness coming at you, picture a great gate standing before your mind, a gate guarded by your willpower. You decide who passes. You decide what thoughts enter. You decide what gets to sit on the throne of your inner world. And rudeness, disrespect, pettiness, they don't even get through the gate because you are too focused on your vision, your mission, your growth, your legacy. The more you practice this, the easier it becomes. At first, your emotions will want to react. You'll feel that familiar pull. The need to defend, to strike back, to prove yourself. But every time you choose peace instead of reaction, you grow stronger. Every time you protect your mind from pointless battles, you build deeper reserves of power. Every time you stay focused on your mission instead of petty distractions, you move closer to greatness. And in time, you will find that the things that once disturbed you no longer even reach you. You will walk through the storms of life, calm and dignified, like a king who knows no insult can shake his throne. Because you are standing on something far stronger than approval. You are standing on self-mastery. And that, my brother, is a fortress no rude man can breach. Drop a comment below about "My peace is my throne, and I protect it." Rudeness is not your enemy. It's your opportunity. It's your training ground. It's the arena where true strength is forged. Every time you stay calm under disrespect, you are building a foundation no storm can shake. Every time you protect your peace like a king guards his throne, you are proving you were built for greater things. Every time you refuse to argue with fools, you are rising to a higher plane of mastery. The Stoics showed us the way. Don't let the chaos of the world invade your soul. Don't let petty people pull you into their petty wars. Hold the line, guard your spirit, protect your mission, because you were not made to live reactive. You were made to live powerful. You were made to rule yourself, and through that, to influence the world around you. So the next time you encounter rudeness, smile inwardly. See it for what it is. Another chance to grow. Another rep in the gym of life. Another step toward greatness. Master yourself, and you will master the world. If you found value in this message, make sure you like this video, share it with a man who needs this encouragement, and subscribe for more powerful guidance. And drop a comment below. I will master myself, no matter the storm.